Hello there behind the screen. I hope that you're doing super good today and that you find yourself in great spirits because I know I am. Today, after a couple weeks, I think, since I've uploaded my last video, I'm very excited to be with you all because we have just a phenomenal guest. Fantastic in all sense of the word. This is going to be a heavy unboxing video, and you'll see what I mean by heavy very soon. So this one character within his universe is not considered to be canon, but it doesn't matter because the screen time that he gets in the movies that he is in is just as epic as if he was to be canon. But I'm gonna start. I'm gonna stop hyping this up and just show you what I'm talking about right here. Our guest today has been locked up in the closet for quite some time. I was waiting for the right time, the right moment, but then I thought, I mean, there's no really such thing. Why not just make it today? And here we are. So today I have Metal Cooler for all of you guys right here. Frieza's brother, as you know, who met the same fate as he did after facing a certain Saiyan that we all know and love. But here we have him in the flesh or in the metal, or to get more technical, in the plastic. But it doesn't matter, okay? It doesn't matter because today he is here with us today, and I'm very excited to do this whole unboxing video with you all because I'm really curious to see how what's in this box. You know how he looks, how he moves. Really curious. I cannot wait. So let's get to it. All right, you guys. So here we have him, our boy Metal Cooler from Dragon Ball Z. A couple of movies that he made his appearance in, and that's all he needed to become this absolutely incredible. Now you see what happens right here when you mess with the wrong Saiyan. You end up like Cooler, only to come back to life in a metal version, but nonetheless absolutely magnificent and beautiful. This character, even though he had a brief appearance in a couple of movies, it was pretty much all he needed to become this badass and so bad, just the way he is, that he is an absolute unit to have right here on display and for me to be happy to showcase to you guys today. Absolutely incredible. Very excited about this one unboxing video. Now, I do want to make it clear, much like the one Goku from the Cell games I did on the last video, I did that one on English, like the fresh unboxing. So I did the unboxing on this one in Spanish on the video before this one as well. I thought it was only fair to do like one of each at a time. And this time it just happened to land in on Cooler. So nonetheless, I will go over the whole thing with you guys one more time. And I kind of like to do that, if I'm being honest, because every time I do a second unboxing video, I learn more things than I didn't in the first video. So I think it's a great thing and a good learning chance for all of us here to kind of, especially for me, so I can tell you guys more about what I learned, more discoveries that that I made on the second video, which in this case is Metal Cooler. So as you can see, this is a very modest size box, beautiful box, by the way, very simple colors. We have right here this side of the box that shows a few of the previews of the figure, what you can do with it. We have the back of it, classic SH Figuarts, a few display poses that you can do with this figure. And then we have right here the other side of the box where I usually like to open it from and just light the figure out, which is what I'm about to do right now. So let's go ahead and open the lid. Let's go ahead and pull our bad boy out, okay? And as you can see, we have our Metal Cooler guy right here, an absolute unit. Just incredible to look at how many accessories it comes with, even though it looks like it's only one color. Bear with me because it's not only one color. It's two. I'm just kidding. But I mean, it is two, but three, if I'm being honest, because of his eyes, the pupils. So bear with me, people. Bear with me. It's going to be worth your wait. It's going to be worth your wait, okay? So we have our boy right here. I'm going to go ahead and set him down. And much like I told my Spanish-speaking viewers, something interesting I learned in this video was to open the contents of the box in a safer way so that the pieces don't pop don't pop out whenever you release the pressure on by opening the lid. So what I did was to grab the upper left corner and slightly pop it open, and then take a hold of the right upper corner and slightly push it out at the same time. And there, you've solved the issue. You've solved the issue of pieces flying off when you release the pressure of the box and its contents. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring our boy metal cooler out right here. I'm going to remove the contacts that it came with for now, and we'll go over them later, of course. So we have our metal cooler boy right here. Now, bear with me, people, because there's a lot of things to go over with this one figure. Just how absolutely beautiful it is for me to have this one figure in my hands. It is just it's just so good. I'm gonna explain why in just a few minutes. I do want to do the whole format that I've been following over the past few videos, and that is to go over, paint job, articulations, mechanics, movement, range of motion, details, etc., pros and cons at the end, of course. So I want you guys to just stay with me, because I would like to start with the paint job, and just to tell you how insane this paint job is. Going back to the color detail thing, even though this figure has only 2 colors, it is an absolute unit because of the light effects it gives out. This figure was, in my humble opinion, was made to both absorb and reflect so much color. Its environment, it's the light, everything that you put this guy up against, he will reflect double that. It is that crazy. This is a really, really fine chrome finish that they did over here with this guy. We have a blue-ish, greenish / silver chrome finish that we have right here, going up all the way from his toes to his thighs, onto his waist, his abs, pecs, shoulders, hands, forearms, his little head, the shell of his head. Look, I'm right there. And then we have like a plain serval color, also chrome, on his biceps, his face, the neck, and right here on the sides of the abs, right here of cooler. That's the only 2 colors you have. That's it. And the eyes, of course, as well. I'm going to turn on the light that I have right here, right next to me, very soon, so you can see how crazy this guy goes with light. So this is a light. This is the paint we get with this guy, front and back, to the side, all the same, very uniform light. It is a super insane chrome effect that they gave this guy. I don't know if any of you are into car rims or something. You know how we like that chromey effect that our rims give out? Well, this guy beats that times 100. This guy is an absolute unit. This guy is a walking jewel, a walking mirror. Look at how much light it reflects. It is just crazy. No matter what I do with him, no matter what pose, what angle, it gives out so much light. I love that. Absolutely love that about this one figure. But I'm gonna shut up about it and start going over the details, okay? But first, I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the little light I have here, so you guys have an idea of what light can do when you pair it up with this guy. Look at that. Would you look at that? And by the way, going back to the whole second video that I do about the same figure, this is something that I've learned just now. Earlier, when I made the Spanish version, I had more daylight, but now not so much. But I do have my little light right here on the side. And just look at the effect that the light gives out on this guy right now. This is something that I did not have on my first Spanish video, but I do now, because I'm mostly relying on light from the little light stand I have right here next to me. And just look at how beautiful this guy shines. It is absolutely incredible. No matter what side, like I said, I turn him, he gives out so much light. I love the paint job on this guy. Jesus Christ, 20 out of 10. I cannot shut up about it. I cannot throw him enough flowers. The paint job, it is absolutely immaculate, super good. Only complaint here is that, when you mess around with it, for a while, when you post him, or you might have a few fingertip prints all over, but that's okay. This guy is just clean. My boy here is smooth and clean. Okay, we have that out of the way. Let's go over some of the mechanics. First and foremost, we all know that Cooler has a tail. I'm going to put the tail on in just a little bit. But I do want to make a quick note that even though I made a video of him a few minutes ago in Spanish and I moved him around quite a bit, he's still very solid. So as you can see, he doesn't lose the rigidness on his limbs. He doesn't become loose after you pose with him. He's very, very sturdy, and I like that a lot. But I have a conflict with that, because how is that possible given that this figure is so light? This figure is absolutely one of the lightest ones I've ever held. Frieza was heavier, Goku was heavier, Cell was heavier. I mean, this guy is just, I don't know. He is just so light, and I like that a lot. To a lot of you, that might be counterproductive or a liability, but it stops being a liability the moment you take the tail out and put it on. So I'm gonna set Cooler down for a little bit so I can show you right here what the tail looks like. You see all those segments, segment after segment. And so you have segments right here, and then you have sections, the base, another big segment. It is just absolutely incredible. Look at that shininess right there. Oh my gosh. I cannot take it yet. It's so good. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the tail right here. I'm gonna put it on. Okay, and there it is. Now, do you see what I just saw? Because I am still amused of what just happened, as much as I was on the Spanish version video. The exact same thing happened on the first video I made. I do not know if there's like a magnetic or something like some magnet mechanics in here that make the tail become attached so easily and so fast. I barely try to put it in, and boom, it went straight in. I love that. Let me pause right here and make a comparison to his brother, Frieza. When I tried to put the tail on Frieza full power on a few videos ago, it gave me such a hard time to do so because I had to exert so much pressure to put the tail on until I finally did, and I heard that click. But with this guy, the tail just went in. It was just attached almost instantly with almost no effort, and it's very solid. As you can see, it won't come off. Even though it went on, it went in easily, it doesn't come out that easily, and I love that. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a pause right here so I can show you guys just the scale of this guy's tail. Look at that tail right here. Don't worry, I'm not gonna be japping about the light anymore, at least for now. But look at the tail right here. You see all these segments right here? It is absolutely incredible. I'm going to go a little bit more over the details of the tail and chest a little bit, but I just want you to notice the scale of this tail. Not even Godzilla dared to do this much with his tail. This is just absolutely incredible. Now, going back to the whole figure being too light, I think I figured out why. Because his tail is just as heavy as the figure itself, if not more. I think the tail is even heavier than the whole figure. So we have our counterweight right here. You see? Problem solved. As much as this is a good thing, I guess it might give you a little bit of trouble when you pose this guy, because you have to keep the tail at the right angle just for this guy not to fall. But if you don't happen to have like a little display, like a stand, don't worry, because Cooler's got you, baby. He is right there standing in front of you. Super solid. Look at that light. Do you see that light? You know what I mean? It's just something that you're not going to get me to shut up about ever. The light is just splendid on this guy. But anywho, let's go ahead and move on to the mechanics. A little bit of the articulations and joints that this guy has. So I'm going to start with his head. And I'm gonna start moving around left and right, super smooth, very smooth, and easy to do so. If you wish to move the neck as well with the head, just exert a little bit of pressure and just, left and right, go left and right. Same for back and forth, and the head also goes up a little bit on its own. Okay, so we have that. All right, sweet. Now we have the shoulders right here, the shoulder plates. Oh my gosh. Okay, breathe. We can talk about light some more later. Look at my guy right here. My boy is so shiny. Okay, so we have the shoulder plates right here. And if you guys have not seen my first video on Perfect Cell, go ahead and check it out, because the shoulder plates that this guy has is an overall improvement over those from Perfect Cell. They have very similar mechanics. As you can see, these shoulder plates, they can go up towards the trapezius or up closer to the deltoids. It is absolutely incredible. They go up and down, they slide. It is so good. And that is why I say always double check, or I should say just check Perfect Cell's video if you would, so you can see what I'm talking about. On the first video I ever made on the channel with Perfect Cell, the shoulder plates only went up and down, and they were extremely loose. So they fell on automatically just with gravity. With these, this is again an overall improvement from those, and you can even give it like a little bit of a posing effect if you leave the shoulder plates up like this. So good and clean. But yeah, I just wanted to go over that detail about the shoulder plates. I think this is an absolutely functional and an overall improvement from that of Perfect Cell's shoulder plates. So that's that. For for arm extension, we have a really good decent range of motion right here. Okay, it goes up, it kicks back, and yes, it does go 360 degrees. Right there you have it. Okay, so we have elbow flexion, super clean, a kickback, sweet. The hands, as in every other SH Figuarts I've covered, does rotate 360 degrees. Right here, the hands, the wrist. Okay, the torso. So we have a little bit of rotation right here. I mean, you could say rotation right here. And then a little bit of motion right here, left to right. Okay, so not the best, but it is really not a complaint, because look at that light. okay, the light can come after. Now for the thighs, this is a very similar figure again to that of Perfect Cell, because of the way in which his thighs are designed. So we have the thighs right here, and then you have this sort of mechanic structures that go over his thighs and overlap. They overlap a little bit of the thighs and arches above below the hips. So it's really cool, and again, not as prominent as those of Cells, but it's still very much a resemblance to the hips of Cell. So we have very defined thighs right here. We have a very good range of motion for the knee. And as you can see, every time you flex the knee, you don't lose mass by having a lot of hollow space right here between the joints of the quads or the shins. So really good, solid knee rotation right there. Flexion, I should say. Really cool. We have the shins. If we turn our boy around, we have the calves. Okay. And then we have his feet, segmented, of course, 3 toes, like his brother Frieza. So much like in Full Power Frieza from SH Figuarts as well, the toes do not turn in a perfect horizontal line. They do something like sort of an oval twist every time you turn them left and right. And again, that's not really a complaint, because I believe this allows for a wider posing stances when you spread the figure's legs apart. So it doesn't have a lot of flexion. Okay, so this is about all you're gonna get. Okay, for this metal cooler. All right, so I do want to go over the tail real quick right now, just to show you the segments of it. We have the base segment, and then you have the second, third, fourth, and the 5th segment right here of his tail. there's segments between segments within segments, so it is very, very well detailed, very well articulated. Now, oh, it came off. Let me just put it back on. Okay, sweet. So, yeah, the same holds true. So, in my Spanish video, I found out that the first segment is not really flexible. You cannot really do much with it. So, it starts to become more flexible to twist to the side on this second segment. Sorry, just for a little bit, and then it becomes way, way more flexible coming on to this third segment. Okay, but then when you move up to the fourth segment, it really, really shows that you can actually do a 360-degree motion. The same for the fifth. It goes all the way 360 degrees. So the tail, it is absolutely massive. Again, as you can see, this guy is just wild with his tail. So I just kind of wanted to like show you guys. Aesthetically, this guy is beautiful. The only thing that I have like a eeny meeny complaint is about the segments that are visible right here on his tail. But come on, it's just not really like a complaint. It's just like an observation. Not really a big deal at all. I think that they did a fantastic job with his tail. It is so massive, even larger than that of Frieza. This tail is just wild. Okay, so we have that. And then I want to go over some of the accessories that it came with. So I'm going to move the phone a little bit so I can show you what it comes with. So we have a shoulder plate. We also have a mechanical exposed arm. This is from the scene where Goku rips off Cooler's arm while in battle. We have 1, 2, 3, and then 4 swappable heads with the one that he has already. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 pairs of hands, again including the ones he has on already. And then we have a couple of swappable feet right here as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and set the phone down one more time so I can start messing around with some of the accessories. So I'm gonna start with the hands. So let's go ahead and take these hands off, pop them out. 1, 2. Okay, and then let's see what I can choose from right here. Okay, I'm gonna do a little hand that has a pointy finger. Okay. Boom. Okay, I think it's in, almost. Okay, I think that's it. Okay, sweet. And then I'm gonna go ahead and do something else with the other hand. Okay, I'm gonna have this little palm right here and put it on his right arm. Oh no, sorry, wrong hand. Sorry. All right, let's go ahead and put this on right here and see what it can do. Okay, sweet. Perfect. So we have this one arm, okay, pointing up and then pointing at you. Okay, sweet. That's really, really cool. Oh, and I forgot, it does have some wrist motion right here, front and back, flexion and extension. Super, super cool. All right, let's go ahead and mess around with the head. Let's see what we have. Okay, we remove the head. And then I'm gonna go ahead and select another head right here. And as you can see, the neck peg is a little bit different than what we're used to. It's not just like a little ball. It has like this little structure. I don't really know how to call it. That fits in perfectly with the base of all the heads that it comes with. So let's just go ahead and okay, sweet. Insert it. It popped right on. Perfect. Okay, cool. This is more of a serious face right here. You see those red eyes? They're looking right at you. Right at you. Anyways, incredible. So let's go ahead and play with the effect of the mechanical arm that it came with. It only works. I don't want to say it only works because it is a left arm. So I don't want to say it only works with the left arm because I don't want to risk popping this off and then breaking it. But this one is removable, both the shoulder plate and the arm. So let me show you what I mean by that. So the shoulder plate can open up like this, and then you're gonna see a little pick at the base of this part, which you're gonna really, really carefully pop right out. Nice and easy. There you go. It clicked. Same for the arm, which is remove it. Okay, very smooth removal. Now let's go ahead and place the new shoulder plate right here. See if I can get it right. All right, looks like it's gonna take me a little bit of wiggling around, but it shouldn't be that hard of a deal. Okay, I got it on. Sweet. And then for the arm, which is inserted right here on the base, and then we have, yeah, that effect right there from the movie where Cooler is repairing his arm after Goku tears right through it. It is solid. It doesn't move. It is a straight arm, just like in the movie, just like in that scene where he's like repairing his arm right here, just like that. You see that light? For the 20th time, you see it, right? Because I do. Boy, I tell you. Okay, sweet. Now let's go ahead and mess around with the feet. We'll remove the ones that it came with. Okay, and then I'm gonna go ahead and add the other ones. The feet of coolers, metal coolers, much like freezers, came at an angle, pointing vertically, which holds true for the base of the feet as well. The whole peg comes at an angle to vertical, so you have to put these bad boys on at an angle. Let me see if I can get them right. Okay, no, I thought I had it. Now I do. Sweet. And then we'll go ahead and do the other foot. Okay. Okay, sweet. You see those talons? You see those claws? They're absolutely menacing. So powerful. So cool looking for air poses. Even with his arm, he looks just so menacing. Okay, sweet. So you've seen a little bit of the accessories. Some swappable faces and hands. Let me just go ahead and remove the whole thing and just bring our boy back to a standing position right here, so we can just go over a few more details. Okay, the right foot's on, and then we have the other standing foot on. Okay, sweet. And then I'm gonna go ahead and remove the little shoulder plate. Okay, the arm. And let's go back to our fully repaired new arm. Let's see here. So, oh, here's a little leg, the little peg hole that it comes with. And then here's a peg, the little peg for the shoulder plate. And here's a little peg for the arm. So it just takes a little bit of aiming it right and then just clicking it for it to get into place. Okay, sweet. It popped. And then where's our arm? Right here. Sweet. Okay, and just like new. Oh, almost. Give me just a minute, you guys. Okay. Oh, looks like the arm does come apart in pieces, but no big deal. We'll just make sure we exert a little bit more pressure, and that's it. Okay, cool. We got it. Okay, sweet. Alrighty, so we have our cooler figure right here, pointing straight at us one more time. So, time to go over details. Oh my gosh, it's kind of hard for me to even get started with the details here because this figure, I tell you. Okay, so there it is. So, number one, paint job, absolutely immaculable. I think I've said that many times throughout the video. The chrome finish that he has is it works so well. For both absorbing and reflecting light. Just look at the light that it gives out so much just by standing still. Imagine him posing. You know, every single angle that you display this guy on, he will reflect a crazy amount of light. Beautiful colors right here. Very metallic, as he is meant to be. All very smooth, very clean, and a chrome finish. Metallic chrome finish right here. Very cool. Now for the figure itself, without a tail, it is very light. It is not a complaint. However, I have a conflict because how is it possible that a figure this light can hold his joints so well and rigid without become too loose? I don't know, but it is impressive what they've done with this one guy right here. The tail is absolutely massive. Look at that. The tail is its counterweight. So no hands right here. No hands, baby. He's just standing on his own, using only the tip of his tail as a base to hold everything in balance. So absolutely beautiful. The segments of the tail are just incredible. Really well detailed. Again, the only aesthetic, quote unquote, complaint I have is just the segments that you see right here throughout his tail. but it's not really a complaint. Again, they did a spectacular job with this metal cooler. We even have a mechanical detail right here, right under his armpit. The back plates all coming into one piece right here, the traps. Anyways, the paint job is one of the best I've ever seen, even though he only has two paint bases. That is all he needs. So for light, I think this is just one of the best figures out there. Absolutely incredible. For joints, again, I really like what they did with the shoulder plates. It was an overall improvement from those of Cells. Absolutely incredible. Very, very flexible, and they allow for a lot of range of motion and posing. I like the accessories as well that it came with. A lot of expressions on the swappable heads. And talking about hands, talking about heads, I like the mechanic that they had on this peg. For Frieza, for full power Frieza that I did a few videos ago, I had a hell of a time swapping the faces because the head was so tight against the neck that off camera a few times when I tried to swap the heads, even the neck came out together with the head. It was that hard of a neck. It wasn't really a complaint, but I was like, boy, this Frieza's neck is really, really hard. I even had to take a few pliers to spread the head and the neck, and then just put the neck back on. But that is not the case with this metal cooler. And also with Goku, the head would just fall all the time. You have to like really exert pressure on the head when you turn it, when you pose it, for the head not to fall. The legendary Super Saiyan, that is. But again, with this one guy, it's like the best of both worlds because the heads are so easily swappable. They don't fall, as you can see. They're very solid, very sturdy in place. I love that. The torso doesn't have a lot of mobility going on, but it's okay. You can get a whole lot more posing with, arms, legs, gripping feet. Do I need to say more? Not to mention his tail. Absolutely incredible, again. But yeah, the torso is not very mobile, but that's okay. They just keep on improving with new releases that they've done. So it's okay, not really a complaint. I like the knee joint, very, very full. You don't lose a lot of visuals by having a void or, some holes over here. I like how he is very flexible on his thighs. Look at this. Almost a full split right there. Absolutely incredible. Good extension, good range of motion right here on the legs. The feet, you can expect almost the same as full power Frieza. They're a little bit more limited when it comes to flexion extension. So it's, not really a biggie, but you can always compensate by having these feet right here swapped over to these. So, yeah, that's what I have to say about mechanics. His tail is very, very dynamic, very, very versatile from this segment on. Okay, the base segment and the first segment are kind of tight and they don't let you do a whole lot of rotating, but from this segment on, 1, 2 and third segments, you can do a whole lot more with the tail. So I love that this one figure is to those of you who grew up watching the OG Dragon Ball and who watched the first Cooler movie and then his return, which is this guy right here, you'll know how much of a resemblance this metal cooler has to the movie. I will even go as far as to say that this figure complements the movie because of just how detailed it is and just gives us an idea of how he will actually move in the movie. Like, why does he move so much if he's supposed to be full metal? This is why. This is meant to be a very mechanical looking figure because he is a fully mechanical being. So, absolutely incredible. I cannot wait to show you guys pictures with different light colors, different times of the day, and I will. Coming shortly after this video, I will. But just look at this finish. Look at those segments, the joints, the eyes are just so red. Facial expressions might get lost a little bit, especially during daylight, because the paint almost blends in as a one unit. If it wasn't for the eyes, you probably will have a hard time telling where his face starts and ends. But absolutely incredible. Overall, this figure is just one of the figures I was really looking forward to show you guys. Again, this is my second video of this figure, even though it wasn't a fresh unboxing. You can now see something that I didn't even have the chance to see in my first video, and that is the effects of light on this one figure in particular. This is absolutely incredible. Chrome, incredible, crazy chrome, brutal chrome, everything chrome, everything chrome. Absolutely incredible. And I'm not lying. You see me right here in the chest, on the shoulders, on the forehead, on the thighs, on the stomach. I'm everywhere right here when standing in front of him. So mechanically speaking, I really like him. I think they could have done something better with the waist, but that's okay. The tail, I mean, not really a complaint. Come on, this tail is just massive, absolutely incredible. Be careful not to put a lot of weight on the tip of the tail because you might wear it out over time, or worse off, you know, everyone's worst nightmare, break the tip. You don't want that, so be careful playing around with the tip of the tail. But as for the other parts of this figure, it's just absolutely incredible. A very, very light figure, and the tail will solve every one of your problems. Okay, as you can see, no stands, no hands, incredible. Very, very well balanced. I love this figure. Every single penny was worth with this guy. So there you have him, metal cooler in the metal, in the flesh. I mean, not really, because he lost it all against Goku. But better yet, in the plastic. Very, very cool plastic looking figure. 100% loyal to the movie. And just a compliment. One-to-one. So thank you so much for watching this video. I was really, really happy to make this unboxing for you all. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And just look at that light. For the 100th time, you won't ever get me to shut up about it. Absolutely incredible. So very, very happy to have done this unboxing for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this one figure and this unboxing as much as I did. I hope you learn from my mistakes. I hope you get yours soon. And just look at the guy. This guy really goes well anywhere you put him against. So anywho, thank you so much, you guys, for your time, for sticking up with me this long, for making it to the end of the video. I hope this video was very helpful to you, as it was to me. I cannot wait to display this guy to you all, and very soon I will be showing you some photos. Thank you guys so much for all your time, for sticking with me, and I will be bringing you more content and more unboxing videos very soon. Very excited about our guests coming for this year. Thank you so much, you guys. Have a great day. Be blessed. Stay happy. Stay strong. And I'll see you soon.